My dream is I want to be one of the best athletes Australia has ever seen.
The track and field world has been buzzing with comparisons between 17-year-old Australian sprint sensation Gout Gout and legendary Jamaican superstar Usain Bolt. Now, in a revealing interview with 7 News Spotlight, the teenage phenom has finally addressed these constant comparisons head-on, sharing his honest feelings about being mentioned alongside the greatest sprinter of all time. Obviously, in the moment, it feels great because everyone wants to be compared to Usain Bolt, the fastest athlete alive, Gout admitted during the candid conversation. And at times, it does get a bit overwhelming. But now that I've grown up and I'm a bit mature, my circle really helps me stay level. What's particularly striking is the teenager's determination to forge his own identity in the sport, adding, "I'm just basically trying to make a name for myself."
Yeah, indeed.
How did that feel?
I mean, obviously, in the moment, it feels great because everyone wants to be compared to Usain Bolt, the fastest athlete alive. And at times, it does get a bit overwhelming. But now that I've grown up and I'm a bit mature, my circle really helps me stay level. And I'm just basically trying to make a name for myself. Although I do run like Usain Bolt, I do maybe look like him in a couple of ways. I just trying to be myself and just trying to be the next Gout.
Let's see what Gout said. These comments come just weeks after Gout's remarkable performance at the Queensland Athletics Championships, where he clocked a wind-assisted 19.98 seconds in the 200 meters, becoming the first Australian to break the 20-second barrier under any conditions. Though the plus 3.6 meters per second tailwind meant his time wasn't eligible for record books, the achievement still sent shockwaves through the athletic community and intensified comparisons to Bolt. The parallels between the two sprinters are hard to ignore. In December 2024, Gout ran 20.04 seconds in the 200 meters at the Australian All-Schools Championships, surpassing Bolt's time at the same age. For perspective, Bolt's best time at 17 was 19.93 seconds set at the annual Carifta Games in Hamilton, Bermuda. The similarities extend beyond just their times. Gout's long stride, tall frame, and even his physical appearance have drawn natural comparisons to the Jamaican legend.
Atkinson, Cully, Brady, Peacock wants the top, ladies and gentlemen. He's hit the front, he's hit the straight. There you go. 70, 60, 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
But wait, there is more. Even Bolt himself has taken notice of the rising star. After Gout's breakthrough performance in December, the 8-time Olympic gold medalist commented, "He looks like young me," acknowledging the uncanny resemblance that has fans and experts alike wondering if we're witnessing the emergence of the next great sprint champion. Let's see what Gatlin said.
Listen, man, Gout Gout is Gout Gout. Let him be Gout Gout. Usain Bolt has accomplished so much. Just go on World Athletics page and just open up Usain Bolt's, his accolades from junior athlete all the way to adulthood.
What makes Gout Gout's story particularly compelling is its unlikely beginning. Born Gout, pronounced Guat, his name was mistakenly changed to Gout due to an Arabic translation error when his family relocated from Sudan to Australia. His father, Bona Guat, isn't thrilled about the mistake, noting in a December 2024 interview with 7 News Australia, "I know Gout Gout is a disease name, but I don't want my son to be called a disease name." Despite the name mix-up, there's nothing confused about Gout's talent on the track. His journey to athletic prominence began with a pivotal moment at a school competition. "I was running in the inner house, and I was against the state champion for his age group," Gout recalled in his interview. "He was a year younger than me at the time, and I basically beat him, and coach came up to me, and she was like, 'I believe you can be someone, you can be one of the fastest in Australia, fastest in the world,' and that really touched me." That coach, Di Shepherd, remains convinced of Gout's potential. When asked about his future prospects, she responded with absolute certainty. "I suppose when we talk about it, it's not might, it's like when... We don't do might, it's when." This confidence is echoed by Australian commentator Bruce McAvaney, who believes Gout is unique among Australian sprinters. "He's doing what we thought might be impossible. We're all very, very excited about what the future might bring." Throughout the interview, Gout displayed a maturity beyond his years, particularly when discussing his family's influence. When asked about them, his first response was refreshingly simple: "They're great." As the conversation continued, he spoke with particular fondness about his mother, Monica. "My mom's just like any other mom. She loves us and she cares for us. She takes care of us. Used to take me for the training and lessons." He also acknowledged his father's role in his development. "My dad, he works a lot, so he's in and out, but he obviously supports where he can." These glimpses into his family life reveal the grounded foundation that keeps him focused amid growing fame and expectations. Looking ahead, Gout has ambitious goals that extend well beyond the current comparisons to Bolt. "My dream is, I want to be one of the best athletes track and field and Australia has ever seen," he stated. "I want to go to the 28 Olympics in LA. I want to go to the Brisbane Olympics. And I just want to show the world that I'm Gout and how I'm here to stay, and the Olympics is the best place to do that." This desire to establish his own legacy was perhaps most evident when he addressed the physical and stylistic similarities to Bolt. "Although I do run like Usain Bolt, I do maybe look like him in a couple of ways. I'm just trying to be myself and just trying to be the next Gout." This statement perfectly encapsulates his approach, respectful of the comparisons but determined to carve his own path. Fans eager to see Gout compete at a higher level might not have to wait much longer. The teenager could make his long-awaited debut against senior runners at the Maury Plant meeting in Melbourne next Saturday, March 29th. This would mark his first test against more experienced competition and potentially provide further insight into how his remarkable junior performances might translate to the elite level. What's particularly impressive about Gout's record-breaking achievements is that they've been accompanied by a humility that belies his young age. Despite brushing against world records and generating international headlines, he remains focused on improvement rather than fame. His circle of family, coaches, and friends has clearly played a crucial role in keeping him grounded amid the growing spotlight. The current world record in the 200 meters still belongs to Bolt at 19.19 seconds, set at the 2009 World Championships in Berlin. Whether Gout will ever approach such a time remains to be seen, but his trajectory certainly suggests extraordinary potential. His 20.05-second wind legal time already stands as the fastest in the world this year across all age groups. A remarkable achievement for a 17-year-old still developing both physically and technically. As Gout continues his development, the athletics world watches with anticipation. Will he follow in Bolt's footsteps to Olympic glory? One thing is certain, Gout is comfortable acknowledging the comparisons while remaining focused on writing his own unique chapter in sprinting history. What do you think about Gout's comments on the Usain Bolt comparisons? Is he right to embrace them while focusing on establishing his own identity? The debate continues, but Gout's mature perspective suggests he has the mindset to match his extraordinary physical gifts as he pursues athletic greatness.
Feel, drive, set. 2 more throws. Where you pick up from? Where that can benefit you? Yes, you pick. Not even fractionally big.
Usain Bolt just revealed a shocking secret behind his record-breaking speed, and it's not what you'd expect. The 8-time Olympic gold medalist admitted he hated one of the key routines that kept him at the top. In a recent video, Bolt shared footage of himself taking an ice bath, a recovery method he despised but relied on throughout his career. It was painful, uncomfortable, but absolutely essential to his dominance on the track. This is a side of Bolt you've never seen before.
Well, let's get you both in.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Go ahead and I gotta take my socks off.
Uh-huh.
How is it?
It's warm.
Oh, you got to be getting me. I don't know. Oh, it looks like he won to me. I don't even know what we doing.
People pray this. I work out for a couple of weeks now, and I can't feel the lactic in my muscles, you see me. So one thing I always hate when I'm on the track, I can't believe I'm going to do this right now. Pray this ice bath. Bolt shared in his recent social media post, showing himself grimacing as he lowered into the frigid water. The retired Jamaican sprint legend followed this with a caption that revealed the true secret behind his world record performances. If you want to be great, this is the stuff you have to do even when you don't want to. My coach would be proud of me right now. This candid admission offers a rare glimpse into the less glamorous side of athletic greatness that fans rarely witness. While spectators across the globe marveled at Bolt's speed and showmanship on the Olympic stage, few realized that behind every lightning-fast performance was a disciplined athlete willing to endure uncomfortable recovery methods he personally disliked. The contrast between Bolt's public persona, joyful, relaxed, and seemingly carefree, and his behind-the-scenes commitment to uncomfortable recovery protocols adds complexity to our understanding of his success. This willingness to embrace discomfort rather than relying solely on natural talent or physical gifts appears to be what Bolt now considers his true competitive advantage, challenging the narrative that he succeeded primarily through genetic good fortune. For young athletes watching Bolt's meteoric rise to fame, this message about the importance of discipline and recovery could prove far more valuable than technical advice about sprinting form or race strategy. The reality that even the most naturally gifted athlete in sprint history credits his success, partly to uncomfortable recovery methods, sends a powerful message about what truly separates champions from competitors. Bolt's revelation suggests that the secret to athletic greatness often lies not in what happens during the moments of glory captured on camera, but in the unglamorous, uncomfortable work done when no one is watching.
That was another pick start by Bailey.
But wait, there is more. The timing of Bolt's revelation is particularly interesting. It comes several years into his retirement, which began after the 2017 World Championships, where he finished third in the 100-meter final. Despite stepping away from competitive racing, Bolt has remained connected to the sporting world through various appearances, talk shows, and commentary on current athletes. His continued engagement with training and recovery protocols, despite no longer competing professionally, demonstrates a genuine passion for physical fitness that transcends competition, suggesting his athletic career was driven by more than just the pursuit of medals and records. This commitment to maintaining his physical condition years after his final race provides further evidence that Bolt's success stemmed from an authentic dedication to his craft rather than merely a desire for fame or accolades. For current athletes chasing his seemingly untouchable records, Bolt's ongoing commitment to proper training and recovery, even in retirement, sets an example of the lifelong dedication required to truly excel. The fact of what the body needs to perform at its best. This perspective on athletic development as a lifelong journey, rather than merely a means to competitive success, offers valuable wisdom for athletes at all levels of competition.
Set.
Paul ist der schnellste aus den Blöcken. Jetzt kommt er und jetzt ist Usain Bolt nicht zu halten. Nein, er gewinnt. 9.
Bolt's accomplishment of winning both the 100-meter and 200-meter titles at 3 consecutive Olympic Games, 2008, 2012, and 2016, remains unmatched in sprint history. His world records of 9.58 seconds in the 100 meters and 19.19 seconds in the 200 meters, both set at the 2009 World Championships in Berlin, have proven untouchable by subsequent generations of sprinters, despite significant advances in technology, training methods, and competition opportunities. These achievements have cemented his status as not just a legendary athlete, but as someone who fundamentally changed what scientists and coaches believed was humanly possible on the track. The longevity of his records speaks not only to their exceptional quality, but also to the comprehensive approach Bolt took to his training and recovery, including embracing uncomfortable methods like ice baths that helped him maintain peak performance over multiple Olympic cycles. While many sprinters have shown brief periods of brilliance or isolated exceptional performances, Bolt's ability to maintain world-beating form across 3 Olympic Games showcases the effectiveness of his comprehensive approach to preparation and recovery. The fact that even with technological advancements in equipment, nutrition, and recovery methods, today's elite sprinters still cannot approach his best times suggests that Bolt's willingness to do the uncomfortable work others might avoid gave him a competitive edge that technological progress alone. Recent appearance on the Ready, Set, Go podcast with Justin Gatlin and Rodney Greenbolt provided further insight into his competitive mindset during his record-breaking races when discussing his first world record performance at the 2008 Reebok Grand Prix where he ran 9.72 seconds to defeat record holder Tyson Gay, Bolt revealed, "I didn't even look at the clock though. If you watch the race when I got to the 200 meters when I was doing the lap, and then was when I heard when the announcer said, 'Yeah, it's official, it's a world record.' And I was like, you know me, that was when I actually heard." This account reveals another surprising aspect of Bolt's success. His focus on beating competitors rather than chasing times. Didn't even know that, because when I ran across the line, I was just happy to beat Tyson Gay. That was my main goal going there. It was pure competition for me. Bolt explained, this competitive mindset, combined with his willingness to endure uncomfortable recovery methods like ice baths, created the perfect formula for his unprecedented success.
Like, you literally do a victory lap. On the backside Icon Stadium, there's nobody on the backside of Icon Stadium. You literally still ran around the whole track.
I didn't even look at the clock, though.
You knew you won.
When I got to the, if you watch the race, when I got to the 200 meters, when I was doing the lap, and then was when I heard when the announcer said, "Yeah, it's official, it's a world record," and I was like, you know what I mean? That was when I actually heard it was a real, I didn't even know that. Because when I ran across the line, I was just happy to beat Tyson Gay. That was my main goal going there. I didn't care about anything
So it was
else.
just pure competition for you.
It was pure competition for me.
The insight into Bolt's relationship with ice baths adds a human dimension to a sprinter who often appeared superhuman on the track. His admission that he always hated this recovery method, yet recognized its importance, shows that even the most naturally gifted athletes must embrace discomfort and disciplined routines to maximize their potential. This message resonates beyond sports, suggesting that greatness in any field requires doing necessary but unpleasant tasks rather than only focusing on the aspects one naturally enjoys. As new sprint stars emerge and chase Bolt's seemingly untouchable records, his willingness to do what others won't, particularly the uncomfortable, unglamorous aspects of training and recovery, may be the true differentiator between good athletes and legends. For fans and aspiring athletes alike, Bolt's secret to success provides an important reminder that behind every moment of glory are countless hours of discipline and discomfort that the public rarely witnesses. Gout Gout just shook up the track world with a jaw-dropping performance, smashing Olympic champion Noah Lyle's personal best in the 400 meters at just 17 years old, clocking an unreal 46.20 at Brisbane's Joanna Stone Shield meet. He's now the fastest U18 Australian in this event in 35 years. But here's where it gets even more interesting. Despite dominating the 400 meters, Gout Gout isn't planning to stick with it. Just like Usain Bolt, he's shifting his focus to the shorter sprints. With this kind of speed and raw talent, could he be the next big sprinting legend? Let's take a closer look.
We really start to open him up, so let the legs loose and let the kid run. He is absolutely gone. He is Gout of this world.
The parallels between Gout Gout and Bolt extend beyond just their exceptional speed and early success. In a recent episode of the Ready, Set, Go podcast with Rodney Green, Bolt revealed his long-standing aversion to the 400-meter event despite having success in it during his developmental years. The 400 meters, I didn't care. I didn't care about nothing. The fear of the 400, bro. I just didn't want to do it, confessed the 8-time Olympic gold medalist, providing rare insight into the psychological aspects that shaped his legendary career. Let's see what Bolt said.
I've never said this before, bro. The only reason, there's no, oh, I want to be like this guy. I just never want to run the 400 meters. I didn't care about nothing,
the
bro.
fear of the 400 made him the best 100-meter runner in history.
The fear of the 400 meters, I just didn't want to do it. I didn't, like, the 200 is my favorite event, bro. That's what I love. I love my 200 meters.
Yeah.
Loved it. You know what I mean? Because throughout the years, when I started running, I used to run 100 meters, but I was so slow at the blocks, I would never make it through the semifinals.